Hi, I'm Ed Marsh. Welcome to this episode of Signals from the OP. Signals is designed to put new ideas and perspectives in front of busy industrial company executives in brief, easily digestible videos. I've noticed that many industrial companies still view marketing and sales as distinct functions. Now, this reflects the traditional organizational structure, but it's sharply at odds with the way buyers expect to engage with a company. This is why I've created the concept of overall revenue effectiveness that's modeled after the industrial process engineering concept of OEE, or overall equipment effectiveness. The core idea is that the revenue process, just like a production line, is an aggregation of steps. In production, they're often linear. In revenue, they're chaotic. In both cases, the net result is the product of all steps. So if one of your 10 production steps has high downtime and defects, it may only run at 70% efficiency. If the other 9 steps are each 97% efficient, the whole line runs at a disappointing, you might say unacceptable, 53% efficiency. The same is true in ORE. If you only get clicked on 2% of the Google searches for which you rank, only convert 2% of the visitors on your site, only reach 30% of them, schedule meetings with 50% of those you reach, create deals with 50% of those that you meet with, and close 30% of the deals, you're only generating revenue from 0.00009% of those that your SEO put you in front of. So we have to think of revenue as an integrated marketing and sales function, a system. That's why I recently talked about sales enablement, for instance. I'll drop a link below this video so you can easily find that one. And we also have to overcome the binary bias that pervades most industrial companies. It's not marketing or sales. It's not current customers or new logos. And it's not cold calls or trade shows. And it's definitely not inbound, people who come to your site, or outbound, prospects that your sales team reaches out to. Success today requires all of it. That's scary. And it's a lot of work. And if you're not up for it, that's okay. Kind of like if you don't feel like going to work, that's okay too. It's your choice to sit at home on the couch and eat Cheetos and Twinkies. But if you're going to choose success for your business with buyers today, you have to be effective at both inbound and outbound. So what do I mean by this distinction? Inbound sales and marketing refers to the process of attracting people to your site via SEO based on effective content marketing, inbound links, referrals, PR, and some advertising. These people hit your site, and if you've got a good UX, easy engagement, simple conversion, including chatbots, and effective automation, you'll create some leads among groups of people who think they may need something like what you do and are trying to learn more. We know statistically that only 3% of the prospects for any given product or service are in the market at any given time. Another 40% might be not actively thinking about it, but could be open to it if their awareness can be increased. So content should speak to broad topics, including industry trends, common problems, business outcomes, and of course, the product or service you sell. But regardless of how perfect your content, SEO, and site experience are, you're only reaching about half the market at best. Outbound sales refers to salespeople doing basic sales stuff. Prospecting. Picking up the phone. Yes, the phone. Today in 2022, in a digital age, for your complex high-ticket product and making prospecting calls. It works. It means networking, social selling, email, speaking at events, creating partnerships, and more. And the complexities of today's markets mean that you need sales operations and marketing operations to support this work. I'll drop a link to a recent video on that topic below as well. Your sales force must be trained and coached to high levels of proficiency in outbound sales, and they must be held accountable to activity metrics in many cases. For those who are more disciplined, at least they should be accountable to pipeline attributable to outbound sales. But now here's where ORE kicks in. That outbound effort must rely on marketing for solid market research, competitive marketing, data sources, technology, copywriting, sales enablement content, and automation to work effectively. On the inbound side, marketing needs to connect visitors to sales quickly to turn conversions into meetings rather than orphan leads. And sales needs tools and training to help them sell a very different sort of lead than those they identify with outbound prospecting or meet at trade shows. And this places demands on management. You must lead this effort, socialize, and reinforce the requirement for comprehensive omni-channel approaches, and hold people accountable. You've got to ensure that you have the right talent, management, training, and coaching, and you must model the accountability that you expect others to manifest. Also, you have to provide adequate resources and build a culture that celebrates marketing and sales integration and mutual success, in addition to the individual achievement and embrace of the integrated effort. Great companies work inbound and outbound in parallel, rigorously and consistently. Now here's a final caveat. As I record this in May of 2022, I'm hearing from most companies that they're selling as much as they can make. So it may not be a compelling message today, but we both know that a time will come when things turn, and I hope that you'll hear an echo of this discussion when that time arrives. Success in challenging markets will require strong performance in every aspect of your revenue growth system. That means inbound marketing and sales, along with outbound sales in concert. I'm Ed Marsh. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Signals from the OP. If you enjoyed it, please share it and subscribe either to my YouTube channel, edmarshspeaks.tv, or at the related blog, SignalsFromTheOP.com.